Coming up right now on News 8 Daybreak, a child's body found near Sharon Matthews' home, and today a custody battle for the missing 3-year-old sister.
From liquor sales to education, I'll look at what's on the ballot as early voting kicks off today.
Also, what a catch by Jason Witten, this one-hander helping the Cowboys push through now for a big win yesterday in San Francisco. You're up with News 8 Daybreak. Five o'clock here on this Monday morning. We are live from Victory Park. Thank you for waking up with us for News 8 Daybreak. I'm Ron Corning.
And I'm Alexa Conomus, coming off what was an incredible game yesterday. And also this morning, welcoming a new member to our team.
Yeah, and I got my Cowboys blue on.
You
All right? Okay.
They're off to a very good start here this morning. Demetria Obalor joining us now with traffic. We're really happy to have her on board. We'll learn more about her as the morning progresses. And Greg, of course, with a first look at the weather. Greg, good morning.
Yes, and I'm wearing my typical Cowboys day after a win suit as well. So I have my Cowboy blue on. It's the tie straight now. It was crooked
Actually,
a little earlier.
It's not straight
it's
yet.
Still crooked.
Can I just,
it's drifting on me
something.
today.
I hope you don't mind. Okay, I think it's early.
Yes.
There.
You know, we cannot afford a wardrobe.
Very sharp, very sharp.
How's my tie look?
Never look better.
That's what I thought you were going to say. All right, 3 things we need to know, Greg.
Yeah, weather-wise, it is nice out there for us. Looking at the Fair Park, wrapped up the fair this weekend as well, so it was very nice out there for us over the weekend. After that front moved through, it did move through over the weekend, brought in the cool air for us, so we turned out to be very nice yesterday afternoon. And looking at Fair Park this morning, 51 degrees, but we'll see those temperatures warming up a little bit as we head out the door this morning. You still might need that light jacket or sweater a little bit later today. So kind of a cool start with those temperatures down in the 40s in a few places here this morning. But then another front again later this afternoon. So as you drive home later today, probably going to see a shift in those winds. Front should come through dry, but then a stronger cold front does move in late this week, and some real cool air moves in as we wrap up the week. So we'll talk more about that for you coming up. But for today, we'll start out in the low 50s, some upper 40s this morning, warming up nicely today before that next front moves in. We'll get up to around 82 later on today. More coming up, but now let's get back over to Demetria checking on traffic.
Thanks so much, Greg. Good morning, everyone. We don't have any major crashes out there working for you, so we're taking a look at your drive to the airport right now. This is Airport Freeway out by Loop 12. Things are flowing smoothly, but there is some construction you'll want to know about. More coming up in my next report. Ron, Alexa, over to you.
All right, Demetria, thank you very much. It is just a little after 5 o'clock now, 5:03, and this courthouse is the next chapter in the case of 3-year-old Sharon Matthews. Today, a judge will decide if Sharon's 4-year-old sister should be allowed back in the custody of her parents. And it has been an active 24 hours in the Sharon Matthews investigation. As your comments scroll at the bottom of the screen, it's clear that you have a lot of questions, and we want to get you up to date. It was just yesterday, 2 weeks of the day after Sharon's disappearance, that a child's body was discovered in a culvert in Richardson, and it's just a half-mile away from the Matthews home. And that is where Daybreak's Chris Sadeghi is joining us live this morning with more. Chris, good morning.
Good morning, Ron. And for those who aren't familiar with the layout, we're kind of in a field, and the Sharon Matthews home is, like you said, about a half-mile in that direction. This culvert behind me is where the body of a young child was found yesterday. Now, we're still waiting on positive identification from the medical examiner, but you can see already the balloons, the stuffed animals, all arrows indicate that this will be the body of Sharon Matthews. Over the last 2 weeks, the memorial outside her home has grown, and last night, so many people got together for a vigil after hearing the news. During the day Sunday, agents were searching all through the culvert where the body was found and this field between it and the house. Once the body is identified, an autopsy can happen, possibly determine a cause of death, and the hope is that all the pieces of what happened will start coming together. Like a lot of people, Gotame Vamula didn't know the girl, but Sharon has become a part of her life.
I stopped everything. I was teaching piano classes. I got the text message. I saw a couple of things on Facebook, and my heart stopped. I'm like, oh my God, we're about to get an answer here pretty soon.
Now, ironically, this morning, the adoptive parents of Sharon Matthews will have a court hearing, not on any kind of criminal charges, but for a custody hearing. Our Hannah Davis is live with more on that. Hannah.
Chris, so many people have been asking me what's next for Sharon's 4-year-old sister, and that will be decided today. We know she was taken into CPS custody, and this morning a judge will decide, will she stay there or could she potentially go back with her mother? Another question, are we going to hear from Sharon's mother today? This, if we do, would be the first time we've heard from her since her daughter disappeared more than 2 weeks ago. Stay with us. I'm going to have much more on this case coming up. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Hannah. And it is now 5 after 5 this morning. Time for your morning rush. Today on Good Morning America, the wife of a fallen soldier will share her side of what happened in a phone call with President Trump last week. Maisha Johnson's husband, Sergeant LaDavid Johnson, is one of 4 U.S. Special Ops who died in Niger on October 4th. Lawmakers are asking for more information on what led up to their deaths. A live look at our nation's capital this morning, where President Trump will spend the day with Singapore's Prime Minister, and then later this week he'll be in Dallas. He's set to headline a Republican fundraiser on Wednesday. Early voting starts today. There are 7 constitutional amendments on the ballot this year. Tarrant County voters could approve $749 million in funding for Fort Worth's school district, and voters in Euless will decide whether to allow liquor stores. So many evacuees are finally able to return to what's left of their homes in Northern California. Some people there lost everything. A donation center has been set up in Napa. All of those items are free, of course, for fire victims and evacuees. More updates coming your way at 5:30. But for now, that's your morning rush.
Time right now is 5:06, and boy, this very well could be the talk at the office today. It was that one-handed catch for Jason Witten yesterday helped push the Cowboys to a 40-10 win over the San Francisco 49ers. Up next, the team plays Washington. That matchup is set for Sunday. So the Cowboys are now 3-3, and if you watched last night, we want to know what you think. Will the Cowboys have a winning season? Is this the turnaround that everyone's been waiting for?
They win one game and all of a sudden they've won the Super Bowl. You can vote right now with the Vote Now tile in your WFAA app, or of course go to WFAA.com/vote now. And Janelle Brandon tracking your reaction to the game this morning. Janelle, good morning to you.
Good morning, guys. Not a bad way to start our Monday, right? 3-3. I like Demetria's outfit. Apparently, I didn't get the memo on the bright blue, but still very excited about that win last night. Let's see what people are saying on Twitter. Tina says, Jason Witten, I love him. He is so humble, such a great team player, an outstanding, reliable value player, a future Hall of Famer. Another one posting this gif of a goat just like running in. He is the GOAT. Nobody can tell us otherwise. Another one here saying Dak is an awesome quarterback. He put that right in his hands. I do have to admit that was a good pass and a one-handed catch there. Another person here saying expected win. Just need to stay healthy and play like this going forward. Still a lot of football left. No need to panic. Now, Donald here on Twitter says great win today. Cowboys, let's keep winning like this every week, playing solid defense and forcing turnovers like last year. Now, one last one that I wanted to play. I love this one. That extra point was terrific. It had everything, drama, an exciting twist, a happy ending. So we're asking people this morning, what do they think the outcome of the overall season is going to be? Are we going to have a winning season? We're obviously all saying yes.
Well, we're somewhat divided here. It's a polarizing topic. It's about 56, 53, somewhere in there percent. Breaking toward a winning season for the most part, but we'll be cautiously optimistic.
Positive thoughts.
As always, we're so quick to, become so emotional about it. This is what I thought was so great about the game yesterday. It's like, Greg, I think you might agree with this. If the Cowboys could have a soundtrack that was like the greatest hits, I feel like yesterday was it. I mean, it was just like a hit after hit after hit. Right. Just incredible plays and great moments. And even though they creamed them, I thought the entertainment value was pretty high.
Well, but they should have creamed them yesterday, to use your word, because
I agree.
San Francisco is not
winless.
very good.
They're winless.
So they did what they were supposed to. Now they'll have a nice stretch here over the next few games, playing some good teams. So we'll see what they have for real then.
Crossing our fingers.
Yes, indeed we are. And as for the pink, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so you're representing. That's very important. A very important cause.
Thank you, Ron.
All right, let's check in with Greg for a look at the temperatures today, because boy, we're going to have a bit of an up and down week, right?
We really are. It starts out kind of cool this morning, 51 degrees, heading out to Fair Park or Clyde Warren Park here this morning. So a nice looking start out there. We'll see those temperatures warming up though from the low 40s heading out to Denton at 44 right now, 45 heading out to McKinney. Look at that, low 40s heading out to Mineral Wells. Now as we look at those highs today, again, we're going to have another front moving in, and notice the winds. They will begin to shift coming around by late this afternoon around 4 p.m. That's when the next front's going to be moving through. So we'll have those northwest and north winds. Still going to get into the upper 70s, maybe some low 80s later this afternoon. And then the front moves all the way through, should come through dry. So we're not anticipating any rain with this front, but those overnight lows are going to get back down into the upper 40s and low 50s with those brisk northwest winds. And then we'll try to keep things on the cool side, it looks like, for tomorrow afternoon as well. And then a stronger front moves in later this week. So we'll talk more about that for you coming up here in a few minutes. But now let's check traffic once again. Here's Demetria.
so much, Brad. Good morning, everyone. If you're on your way to the airport, things are looking really good. All right, Freeway Airport, Route 183, all in the clear. So for those of you coming in from Euless area, Fort Worth, you really don't have much to worry about. But there is that construction associated with the Midtown Express project that's currently underway. And so that's going to be slowing you down with those various lane closures. A lot of it happens overnight. So just giving you the heads up, be prepared. But as you can see, nothing but green on my map in that area. So you're all in the clear. Right now, looking at I-35E and the Dallas North Tollway, things looking great here as well. Keep in mind, the Dallas North Tollway should be back open. It closed this past week and completely up in the Plano area, right up by Sam Rayburn Tollway for construction on the Tennyson Bridge. That work should be done for now, but of course there will be more to come. Ron, Alexa.
All right, thank you very much, Demetria. It is 5:30 now, or I should say coming up at 5:30. He's accused of deserting his unit in Afghanistan and ended up spending 5 years as a Taliban hostage. Was that punishment enough for Bo Bergdahl?
Also, that's a wrap for the State Fair of Texas. Millions of folks visited Fair Park this year. We're going to break down those numbers coming right up.
Plus, this will be all over your social media feeds today. Justin Timberlake's return to the Super Bowl stage, coming 14 years after, that whole controversy that erupted the last time he performed there. Will Janet Jackson join him this time?
I think that's when we coined the term wardrobe malfunction.
That was
didn't
it.
really exist before that.
That was the turning point.
Good morning, Providence Village and all of North Texas. It's not a manic Monday for us as we welcome Demetria Obalor. Hi, Demetria.
Hey. And guess what? People are tweeting already. Of course they are.
Big Texas welcomes.
Yeah, we're loving this. We're loving this. So keep those tweets coming in. This one coming in from, yes, welcome to that crazy Daybreak family. Demi, you'll fit right in after surviving Ron.
Oh, boy.
She's already been warned.
This one from Jessica says, welcome. I think I'm going to like her, Ron. Break a leg.
Well, I already broke my knee.
Not literally.
Not literally, but
All right,
good luck.
we'll be back in just a moment.